Tower is a pretty good joint.
I noticed a little scam that's going on.
What?
I noticed a little scam. It's at the price of convenience, I guess. But I noticed that since we don't pay for things like that, it's either Kenny or KTC, who's my guy on the road, pays for all the things. We don't get the points.
Right.
Kenny is getting all these goddamn points.
But the thing is, he has the inconvenience. I've noticed that too.
Inconvenience
of
spending all those points on free trips.
Of submitting the expenses and waiting for the money to come in.
Dude.
That was why,
You haven't experienced the Kenny call or the ride into work where he bitches, I got 20 large out there. I'm still trying to collect from everybody.
You can start breaking legs.
Yeah, they don't pay quickly.
How much money you got out that you've put out for our trips?
Why don't you lift the mic up, Kenny?
Be honest. How much are you waiting to be billed back or paid back?
Well, right now with this last DC trip, it's up to 40.
40.
Wow.
That's the other side of this.
I'm sitting on 40 large.
He panics.
That's good, though.
I'm trying to collect 40 G's from these guys.
What do you use your points for?
Obviously not hair products.
I was just going to say that.
I know, Jimmy. I know, Jimmy. I had to.
My mouth was opening.
I had to.
I just wonder if you buy things or use
Didn't
it
you
for
see
travel.
The schedule today?
I don't know what you're talking about, Anthony.
Oh, okay.
And Chisler won't even get the Amex Platinum. He has like an Amex, but get the Platinum because it's like, how much is it? $75 a year?
Yeah. Dude, you got to
$300 a
get
year?
the platinum.
You know, we got to send Kenny to charm school.
The black card. You get the black card.
No, he doesn't.
We have to.
Is that Platinum?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Listen,
I didn't know
we had to send Kenny to charm school because we were going out to the Nissan Pavilion. There was like 12 of us in a van because we were trying to save money.
Yeah.
That'll end quickly. And we had a female driver.
Oof.
And she was an awful driver. She decided from the hotel that we needed to see all the monuments on the way to our big O&A Travel Virus comedy show Saturday night. With the stupidest move ever. It's a Saturday afternoon. We're in the middle of a tourist trap to begin with. We went by the Capitol. We went by the Washington Monument. Going local for Washington right now. And went right by the White House before we hit the highway.
And for no reason. She wasn't really trying to show us these monuments. She was making poor decisions on what roads to take away from the hotel.
And we could still see the hotel in the distance 40 minutes after we started our trip to the Nissan Pavilion.
With the weird turns, like you're not allowed to make a left, you can't make a right, there's one-way streets. So you got to kind of work your way around D.C. a little bit before you can get to the highway. But there would have been one left turn out of the hotel parking lot, and we'd have been on the strip we needed to get to the highway. Yeah. And Kenny asked her, he goes, why didn't you make the left out of the hotel? She goes, there's no left out of there. It's like, no, there's a left out of there.
You know how many cops are in this van? Make the effing left.
She should have been,
skirt.
Should have been forewarned. Make the left. And she was the worst driver ever.
She started hitting curbs.
She was hitting curbs. Kenny had her so flustered that every turn she went around, she would make a right turn, and the rear wheel is doing that where it feels like you're on one of those Disney rides that are on a track, and you kind of sweep around because your rear wheel is hitting the curb.
But the reason we need to send Kenny to charm school, it's embarrassing for everybody. His tact is awful.
I love it.
You start cringing inside.
I loved it.
Yes, I cringe because Kenny's like, after she hit her second curb, Kenny goes, do you want me to drive?
Yeah, you want me to drive? She goes, no. He goes, then stop hitting the curbs.
And here's how Kenny does it. His eyes stay open, right? And he'll go, do you want me to drive? And she's like, no. And then that's what he said. He goes, well, you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to. That's such cop talk. Well, you're going to have to stop hitting curbs.
Hitting curbs.
What is she supposed to say to that? Okay.
All right, I'll give it a whirl.
She was so frightened.
She was in the middle lane a lot of times when the left lane's open. She's doing like
why aren't you in the
5
left
miles an
lane?
hour. Step on the gas with those big ugly feet.
She was panicking. There was a high-profile radio show in the van. She was afraid.
Well, she should have driven normal, or I wouldn't have complained about her ugly big feet.
I didn't see them.
Oh, because I was looking at the gas pedal going, push it. And I looked over and saw those talons.
Well,
she was horrid.
Doesn't help that Kenny, Mr. Personality's in the front seat with her.
No, just glaring at her.
Looks like one of Tony's crews, how he dresses. This lady was...
Me and Jimmy were flipping the bird to her behind her seat. Because we were sitting right behind her, so we kept putting our middle finger right against the seat. And then we'd do some gestures like we were doing sexual things to the back of the seat. It was really funny, and we were laughing.
Two grown men, and we were giggling like idiots.
Hey, you guys remember, not to put the brakes on this terrific... we just discovered that Sam doesn't even eat steak. Sam doesn't even eat steak.
His chick's frustrated with him. She's like, he won't eat anything.
Yeah, we talked to Jess a little bit, and she is really frustrated. And I asked Sam, like, do you at least try to add other shit to your diet? And he's like, no fucking way, man. There's something going on in your head, bro.
Jess is cute.
Yeah.
She's very cute.
Well, we should actually get into the whole Club Soda Kenny and Jess's cute thing.
What happened?
Really made her uncomfortable.
Did he?
Oh, no.
I think there was a little puppy love going on with Club Soda
God.
Kenny.
Oh.
And let me just say this, this is for the radio because, someone's going to take this serious out there. But Kenny was smitten with Sam's girl.
Aw.
He was very nice.
He was smitten?
What were some of the things Kenny was saying to Jess?
Well, he said, Jess, do you like to have your hair pulled?
What is that? He's smitten like a third grader is. Did he punch her in the stomach?
He didn't mean like sex. Did he mean just like...
No, he meant sex.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he asked Sam if he pulls it.
Yeah, his whole...
I'm going to hit you with my slapper.
Yeah. Oh, slapper stories. That's another story we got to get into. But, no, I mean... Kenny's whole thing was he was just trying to make Sam really uncomfortable, knowing that Sam couldn't do nothing unless he had a gun on him.
Please.
And then
with a gun.
As he got a little more relaxed towards the end of the evening, Jess put her hair up in a bun. And he said, what are you doing with your hair in a bun? Who said you could put your hair in a bun?
Oh, wow.
She kind of looked over... is he joking or is he...
yeah, she was very confused. It was her first road trip, and she's pretty much straight edge there. She didn't know how to take Club Soda Kenny, that's for sure.
But he
what was that hack joke he did when we first got on the train? Do you remember?
God, it was awful.
Dan knows.
It's about he had was picking up hitchhikers, and...
it was a magician joke, though.
Yeah, no.
Okay, all right.
He picked up this female hitchhiker, and she said she was a magician. And then she put his hand on his leg, and he turned into a hotel.
It's a good one.
Oh, God. That was right before he had to be reminded that he was in the quiet car when he walked by and somebody pointed to the quiet car sign.
I can't read.
Point to the employee?
No, just
some suit coming back from D.C. after some junket.
Well, you're trying to be relaxed on the train. The last thing you want to hear is that bellowing idiot.
Anyway, so Sam doesn't even like steak.